Hey, it's Doug with an opportunity to catch up with Karen Abercrombie, who's an award-winning actress, Parents' Choice Award-winning storyteller, award-winning independent film producer, highly sought-after speaker, and an avid environmentalist. When we last caught up with Karen, we were talking to her about her film An Angelic Christmas. Now she plays the role of Eleanor on Eleanor's Bench, streaming on Pure Flix. Karen, thanks for making time.
Oh my goodness. Thank you. Thanks for having me.
Well, I'm intrigued by this whole thing because this mini series, if you will, I guess, just feels really real and relevant and very powerful. So for those that don't know, set the scene of your character and what this is all about.
Yeah, it's called Eleanor's Bench, and I play Eleanor. I was a lawyer at a top law firm in Washington, D.C., very well to do. And my father is still living in the neighborhood that I grew up in. And I've tried over and over to move him out, and he refuses to. He wants to stay there. Well, now he is very ill, and I'm going to have to move in with him. And it is in that time that I start to see things that I didn't see before when I was just running back and forth. Now that I'm there, I can see all of the things that are taking place in my ex-beloved neighborhood. And my heart is pricked. And I decide to leave my prestigious job, and I become a judge on the juvenile bench. Handling cases for children who have one way or another ended up in the system. And my goodness, yes, we deal with it. You know, it's real. It's real.
Yeah.
And because my family, we fostered kids for a long time, I was attracted to this project once I heard about it from the writer, Stephen Schultze. He told me about it, you know, as he was finishing writing it many years ago. And I was like, yes, I'd love to be a part of this, because I know firsthand from experience, it can be difficult bringing other children into your home, but you also get to see how love and patience and the schedule can start these incredible beings to blooming and set it, you know, you can set them on a different path. And also, Doug, I have to tell you, talking about praying, we had to pray a lot more than we had before, you know, for patience, for God to help us see better, hear better, understand this situation better, if we were going to make a difference in this child's life. And so the value of that, it made me, my husband, our son, better beings, better people. And yeah, better for it.
Better for it.
Yes.
So
Yes.
what went into the preparation of this in terms of being a judge, and what sort of methodology or whatnot did you use?
For me, anytime I'm on stage or behind a camera, it's worship and praise. So even though I may be playing a different character or and speaking someone else's words, it's always between me and God first. So I just open up and allow him to download as I do my due diligence and, you know, research some legal dramas or whatever. Yeah. So
What do you think
pretty
are
much.
some of the conversations that people are going to have after they watch these episodes? What do you imagine those families talking about?
Oh, I think a whole lot, because when you see something on television or you see it from just news flashing, we tend to judge. And Eleanor's Bench allows everybody a front row seat in these people's lives, the foster children, their parents, um, the judge and everyone else in her neighborhood. So you get to follow these people around, and more than likely it will definitely, well, it will change your idea, the thoughts that you had about certain people in the system. And it's so timely, especially with what has happened since Oxycontin came on. You know, they give somebody Oxycontin and it's highly addictive. So people from areas that never ever thought they would be in the position they are or have their kids removed because of addiction. This is some across the board stuff here. You know, we are all in the same boat, no matter where we come from. And you have a lot of grandparents who are now raising their grandchildren. They thought they'd be off at the French Riviera or going to Italy or some of these other places they would like to, and definitely retire. But no, they are raising their grandchildren. So there's a whole lot happening in this show that everyone, no matter where you come from, you'll be able to relate to.
Well, and I love the whole theme too about second chances and going back. So your character, for lack of a better phrase, is from the hood and you've made it uptown, and now you're going back to try to help out. And I think the people that didn't make it out like you did are looking at you like, wait a minute, you're not one of us anymore, but you always are.
Right. Absolutely. Yep. Yeah.
So I noticed that you're executive producer on this. What does that mean in terms of, instead of just being the actress, to have that additional hat or mantle?
Nice to have a little bit more input on the project. And the writer, Stephen Schultz, he's incredible. Also our director. He too has had experience working with foster children. So just the both of us having that in common and being able to come together on some stuff is invaluable.
Wow. I don't want to give it away any spoilers. At the time that we're recording this interview, only 2 of the 6 episodes are available for viewing. So my wife and I are anxiously awaiting to see how it plays out. How did this, if you will, long form or series compare with other films that you've done? Do you like the idea of being able to have a longer arc and more time to tell a story?
Absolutely. You know, when you've got 90 minutes to do a movie, you pick what, you know, is the most important to get this story told. But with an episodic, you've got time to just unwrap the stories and welcome people into each individual's lives, and you know, allow them to really become wrapped up in these people's everyday. So yes, it's a wonderful way to be able to share, minister light.
So for the seriousness and the drama and the things that are on, and the issues that you deal with, I'm sure there was a lot of levity off camera. What was it like with the crew that you were working with? Did you cut up on the time the camera was off?
Oh my goodness, yes. And a lot of us have worked together many times before, so it's like a family. And then we clown around and we have a lot of fun. But when the director calls us to attention and it's time to start, we all take it seriously and get back to work.
So what does it mean to have something like Pure Flix available, an outlet that is continually producing such high quality content? I mean, we didn't have this 10 or so years ago.
Oh my goodness, Doug. No, we did not. It is an amazing, extraordinary blessing, you know, and all of that stuff, all of that good stuff going out into the world with quality production, you know, across the board, the acting, the storylines. It's so important, you know, how we represent the Father and what he can do and how he will work in our favors. But Yeah, it is so wonderful. And I just wish we could just have a million more of these streaming platforms, or just multiply this one and, you know, like crazy, because it's desperately needed.
Yeah, no, my family and I thoroughly enjoyed, and all of the other things available as well.